Good morning, YouTube. What's going on, folks? BigH Trucking sitting here at the 01. Was supposed to be a drop-in hook, but I wasn't supposed. The hours were between 12 noon and 23:59 tonight. But I got here super early, and so they decided to put me in the door, which I have no problem about. I've actually got a trailer that wasn't from Prime. It was from L.W. Miller, I believe it was. I got one of their trailers with the dual tires on it. And to be honest with you, it's a comfortable ride. It's the same utility type trailer, the company's utility, just like all the Prime ones. But it's in great shape, folks. It really is in great shape. We've got the new, I believe it's a Thermo King. Yeah, it's a Thermo King refrigerator on it, or unit, and it's quiet as you can get. So I've been sitting in here for about 15 minutes. I still got a green light, so I don't know what's going on, but no big deal. I wasn't planning on picking anything up until either this late afternoon or late tonight. I was driving through a canyon the other day, and I forgot to post it, so I'm going to link it to the second part of this video, so I'm going to make this one short. But 8 days till I go home for home time. Excited about that. I'm finally coming out of the West. This trip, I've been out for 2 months. Will be a little bit more than 2 months. Actually, I believe 9 weeks, 10 weeks. I've been out west more than I've been on the East Coast. I think I was on the East Coast the first week, and then they shipped me out Midwest. And I was playing around in Texas and Louisiana, not Louisiana, Texas and Illinois, Nebraska, and they finally shipped me out to Utah. And from Utah, I was out west for 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Finally, I said, push me east, so they gave me a load from they gave me a load from Utah. No, I'm sorry, I had to deadhead from Utah to Kansas, and from Kansas I got a trip to Florida. No sooner did I get to Florida, drop that load, I got another load that would start pushing me out west, and I've been out west for some time, but it's all good. Listen, it's a little bit it's crazy with the roads, it's crazy with the snow. I've actually got one more hurdle. I've managed to get lucky and bypass Wyoming on all these trips, either go up or go down. I'm sitting here in Idaho, Twin Falls, Idaho. It's snowing. I looked at Wyoming's roads. They're wet. Some spots are slick, some places it's snowing. So, I mean, this load's got to be here. This load's got to be in Illinois on Saturday. Today's Wednesday. I think I'm just gonna do Wyoming. I'm about 300 miles away from, actually 250 away from Utah's terminal. I was thinking about shacking up there, doing my 10-hour, and then I had my truck key on, and then heading out. As the days go on, it's going to get better and better and better. I don't know how much weight. I'm assuming I'm going to be pretty stacked up here, 40,000 pounds, so the wind's not going to deter me. But I was also thinking about jumping up to 90. I can't go south because it's just snowing and it's crazy down there. So I was thinking about jumping up to 90, but it's just like so far out of the way. Because 90 is clear. The storm that's coming out of California is pretty much staying in Utah and south. But so I'm probably just going to end up going through Wyoming and full load, so I'm not that worried. And making it happen. You know, the worst are by Elk Mountains. They're always slick roads, blowing snow. No snow, no lane closures. I mean, no road closures anywhere in Wyoming as of today. But as the day goes on, more and more snow is coming. I'm not going to even get to Wyoming today anyway, so it's irrelevant. So I may shoot for Little America today, shack out there, and then from there tomorrow, run out through Wyoming. Hopefully, roads will be better, roads will be clean, and once you get into Nebraska, you can go like this, right? Wyoming should be closed for the winter. I say they should put up really big gates and fences with a chain, with a lock, and you can't do it. You can't go through Wyoming. But it cuts the country, that cuts that part of the West to the east in half. So, I heard a story once, and my trainer told me that the Indians who are in Wyoming, when they were originally going to build 80 through that part of Wyoming, the Indians told the Army Corps of Engineers, because that's who designed it, not to bring the 80 through that route, to bring it higher, up more up in the state, because of the way it is. It's full of wind and crazy weather. Whether that's true or not, I can't validate that. That's the story. I don't know if it's a folklore or whether, it's a great story or it's true. But I kind of tend to believe it might be a little true, because Wyoming, in that part of Wyoming, it's always the wind. It's either windy or it's snowing, and that's all year long. And as you go further north, because I cased it out a little bit, like 90 up in Wyoming, on the other north of Wyoming, the northern part of the state is really a totally different country. It's pleasant. It's still winter up there, but the winds don't howl like it howls on the Front Range or down south in Wyoming. Anyway, that's just my theory, and that's what I've heard. I'm going to stick with it. But you know what? Eventually, you have to go through there. It's not the snow or anything along those lines that I'm personally worried about. It's the yahoos are running 80 miles an hour with blowing snow that start the process of having 20, 30 car pileups. I don't want to be involved in that, right? None of us wants that. If you can't figure out how to drive a truck in the wintertime yet, then maybe you shouldn't be on the road. It's really simple. Go slow and keep your following distance pretty far apart. And if it's too bad, you pull over. Those are really simple instructions to take. Wyoming, for the most part, it's not crazy mountainous, but it's challenging in itself because of the other drivers. Can't go down through 70 today, which would be ultimate for me, because Vail and the passes are expecting over 2 feet of snow, so that's not happening. And there's chain laws, right? In Colorado, it's all chain laws. Anyway, I'm babbling on, so I'm making my way back east, Saturday, Illinois, and then that following Friday or Saturday, whenever they get me in, no big deal. I'm going to start my home time, and it's going to be probably 10 to 2 weeks off, and then we come out till June-ish, and that's my last home time, folks. Because after that, my truck gets turned in. I have my 3 years lease agreement is paid for or satisfied, and after that, I'm going to put my order in once I come off home time. I'm probably going to go with a yellow Peterbilt, but don't be surprised if I don't go black. But I've been seeing some yellow ones with the black grills, and they're absolutely beautiful. Black is a pain in the ass. It's beautiful and it's clean, but in trucking it don't last very long. And the summer times in black trucks are absolutely sauna. AC can't bring it down. It's just mind-blowing, because I do all my traveling, pretty much 90% of my traveling is done during the day. I mean, at night, so I have to take my 10 out during the day. And we all know what summer's like. So that's the reason why I'm boycotting or trying not to get a black truck, even though it's my favorite color. It's the summer times that are intolerable. I can't tolerate it. So yellow, looks like it's going to be yellow. Nothing crazy. I'm just going to get the keyless remote, the LED lights. Forget about the disc brakes. I got the front. I got the trailer there, disc brakes now. probably, I don't know. I'm debating on that one, and the reason why is it's less maintenance with disc brakes than it is with drum brakes. And in the long haul, if it's mine, I'm about to do disc brakes. So I'm kind of on the fence with that. Probably at the end of the day, for $2,000, I'm probably going to go with the upgrade. But that's it. No leather seats, no vented seats, no fans in my head. You know, just I am not going to put no extras in it. Buying a truck for me is a tool to make money. And the more money I spend on the truck, the less money my company makes. These trucks do not look good chromed out. It's not a 389. I don't need chrome. The tanks are covered by fairings, so there's no need to go and dress it up. For what? These trucks make too many miles. They get beaten up. Look, I got a leak somewhere that when it rains, it rains on the inside. It actually drips water on the dash. Don't know where it's coming from. Every I think it's coming in, I do something about it and it doesn't help. So there's no reason to go spend ridiculous amounts of money on all the extras. And hey, listen, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I've dressed up race cars before, spent enormous amounts of money on extras, and at the end of the day, when it's time to get rid of it, you never get back. You don't even get back 20% of what you spent on those upgrades. So it's not worth it. And that's it, you know. Just basic plain truck that's going to work, that's going to provide me another income and an asset at the end of the day. Because 3 years went like this, and I should have done it a lot sooner. I had it done. I pulled it because the truck was going to come in December, and I wanted it to come in springtime. Why did I do that? I don't know. I didn't want a new truck being filthy with salt and snow. Whatever the reason is, that's just my reasoning. And by the time I was ready to pull the trigger, they had pulled the program, and that was it. I was only going to be missing about 13 months of being paid into it. And then once the program came back, I was already too far into it. So let me collect a check from the lease program that comes at the end. Go for the dinner, get the check, turn around, put that check towards the down payment of the truck, and own the truck at the end of 3 years. Because again, 3 years flies by faster than you think. Anyway, babbling. BigH is out. Take it easy. Be safe. Make great decisions. What a difference a day makes. BigH trucking. Today's office view. That's your office view. We got a mellow day. Picking up 10 o'clock. 39 miles to the 90. Tonight at 1 o'clock. Couldn't ask for a better load. And it's like $15 a mile. It's more than that. Crazy numbers. But we gotta go to the APU doctor. My APU is smoking and spitting and sputtering. And by the way, I'm in Utah. State Route 91. Figured I'd give you guys an office view. That's unbelievable today. And like I said, what a difference a day makes. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday I was driving in a snowstorm. Today I'm driving on dry roads with a view. That's exquisite. getting snow today. I had mine yesterday and the day before and the day before that. I'm sure we can all agree that we're all done with winter. But I don't think so. It's supposed to get really cold. Real cold again throughout the country. Like January cold. Even down in the south. Big H is out. Peace out.